Things are getting heated up, so you're going to leave Facebook? Next on That's Not My God. Thanks for joining me for another That's Not My God. I am sitting here in my shed, and I call it the wood shed, a talk from the wood shed, but with the weather coming in as we have in Wisconsin, it's starting to get a little chilly, and this is kind of my little hangout when I need to get away and just write or think or whatever. Actually, what you don't see is a nice little desk here and stuff. But you know, in the United States, this week has been really rough, and this week was just made a little tougher with the passing of Leonard Cohen, musician, artist, author, just a man of many talents. But you know, what's interesting about this whole week is that, so Donald Trump was elected president. Unless you're living under a stone, you know that. And it's not going over very well. This is not a podcast on whether that's a good idea or a bad idea. It's all in God's hands. But one of the things that's really bothering me quite a bit that I've been seeing on Facebook quite a bit are the Christians that are turning tail and running. Too much negativity, can't handle all this stuff, can't handle the arguments, so I'm leaving Facebook for a while, signing off, see you next year. It's frustrating. It really is. This is typical of Christianity, of many Christians when it comes to engaging in conversation. When we engage in conversation as Christians, we ought to do it level-headedly, but we ought to engage. We ought to have these conversations. And sadly, a lot of times conversations will go from facts, statistics. If you're a Christian, we'll use scripture. And when we're out of scripture, we're out of facts, we say, you're stupid. Or you're fat. You know, we go to personal attacks. And that's just not a good thing either. But the last thing Christians should be doing right now is bailing on Facebook and social media because you're getting too worked up about things. This is the society we live in. This is the culture we live in. When we take a hiatus or leave Facebook, there's no ongoing conversation. Now, I realize some people they're immature. They don't know how to have conversation. And so those are over as soon as they start. But if two people can sit down and have a conversation with each other and do it civilly, then I think that's a healthy thing. Christians are known for pulling kids and pulling people out of situations. That's why we have Christian schools versus public school. This week somebody told me I should put my kid in private Christian school because they don't teach Common Core there. That's no reason. I was raised one way, and to put my kid in this other school would cause a theological tsunami with my children as they get older. So no, that's not even an option. As I talked about in another video a few weeks ago, you know, Greek mythology and stuff, and when we were in school, evolution, and Christian parents would send letters with their kids to school saying, please excuse little Johnny or Susie from this class because we don't believe that. No, you gotta learn, you gotta engage the world, you gotta talk about these things. So I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just putting it out there. If you're thinking about bailing on Facebook or Twitter because somebody has a very strong opinion right now, as a lot of the world does, don't do it. Engage them in conversation and show them the love of Christ through your words. And I think you're going to find that when you mix that in with a little bit of humor and lighten it up a bit, people are going to be able to look at you and say, there's somebody I don't necessarily agree with, but I really enjoy them and their conversation. And who knows, maybe God will get a hold of their heart and turn it around for good. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.